You can go through a whole list of, let's say, your top 10 conductors of all time. But there's one thing that Leonard Bernstein did that was totally unique. As a composer, as a performer, he also was inclusive in a way that, for him, and I share the same credo, there's only good music and bad music. You don't say if it's classical music, therefore it's good, and if it's pop music, therefore it's less good. And Leonard Bernstein was a living example of that, because while he was studying Mahler at night and preparing, he was also doing Fancy Free, On the Town, Candide, Broadway shows. What a complicated but uniquely American conductor he was. Can you imagine that same year that he made that Philharmonic splash, at the same time he's working on Fancy Free and Wonderful Town. New York, New York, one hell of a town. I mean, how do you reconcile somebody who's a Mahler specialist with writing prelude, fugue, and riffs also? How wonderfully complicated and diverse his musical styles were. So it was an example for me, being an American composer-conductor. Yes, I can do that. That door is open to me, which might not be open for some of my European colleagues that are following a different course of what it's like to be a conductor. I remember there's a funny story. We were at Tanglewood, and he was looking at scores of young composers. You know, at that time, when we're talking about the 80s, young composers want to be profound, so they'll write something with a text that's this and that, talking about death of whatever it is. Lenny said to him, he says, doesn't anyone enjoy their life? You're too young to be so serious. Can't anyone just have fun? Can't you write something that's rhythmically playful? That's it. Is your life really that sad when you're so young? Which I thought was absolutely hysterical, because when you think of what he was writing when he's 25, 26, 27, and then by the time he's 28, 29, at the same time that he's writing West Side Story or Candide, he's also writing his first symphony, Jeremiah, and then The Age of Anxiety, and eventually the Kaddish. So he had this incredibly diverse musical knowledge and ability that left the door wide open for somebody like me as an American composer-conductor to say, yes, I can do it all also. And I don't care whether it's a jazz guitar player or a blues singer, whatever it is, talent is talent. And he taught us to appreciate that no matter what it is. Somebody who's moving an audience, somebody who's got something to say is important. Snobbery was never his thing musically.